Hello friends, I welcome you all on India's largest and number one e-learning educational platform, that is Gradeup. Hi Venkat, good morning all of you. Welcome to the session. A very warm welcome to all of you on India's largest and number one e-learning educational platform, that is Gradeup. All the candidates who are joining me live, just quickly confirm your presence in the comment section and tell me whether my audio, visual quality, everything is clear so that we can proceed with the session. Yes everyone, just tell me quickly whether my audio, visual quality, everything is clear. Good morning, Ruben. How are you? Welcome to the session. So, friends, once again, we are here to discuss some more important current affairs issues. That is episode 25 for your engineering services examination 2021. Okay, Mr. Sugunakar, how are you? Welcome to the session. Thank you, Venkat. So friends, before we start the session, two important things we have to discuss. Number one, what is the ideal duration of the session? The ideal duration of the session is 40 to 45 minutes. And what is the outcome or the agenda of this session? The outcome or the agenda of this session is that if you are going to be with me for next 40-45 minutes, we are going to discuss some very important current affairs issues which are very probable to give you some questions in your engineering services examination. The date is already fixed, the schedule is already fixed, and you have to be completely on your toes. How many people are seriously preparing for engineering services? Can I get a vote? How many people are seriously preparing for engineering services examination? Can I get a vote? See, why I am asking you this thing, let me tell you one thing. There may be some candidates who must have a very good preparation, good level of preparation. That is okay, that is very good. Now, there may be some candidates who are not having that much good preparation. But let me tell you one thing. GATE and engineering services, these are the two exams till you are selected in a good job. Till you are selected in a good job, you always appear in these examinations and give your best. For next 1 month, you assume. It's okay, Venkat. That is quite honest out of you. Even if you are not preparing right now or you have not prepared well, but for next 1 month you should assume and you should be in the examination mode that yes, I am preparing for engineering services, I am writing this exam, and for 30 days you work on yourself for your technical and non-technical areas. 1 or 2 times you do like this, definitely you will get into a good job. आसमान से गिरे तो खजूर पे अटके, तो ये आसमान है. Engineering services and GATE, they are the sky. Are you getting this? So anyways, this is what I wanted to discuss before we start the session. Everybody just quickly hit the like button, like, share and subscribe. Very less people are coming to the session. If this is going to be the engagement, I have to stop this series. Okay. That is great, Ayushi, that is great. If this is going to be the, but problem is if I am getting this much students, because leaving apart the technical part, if I am doing that much efforts for the current affairs and if students are not coming, then there is no need to do that. Anyways, so let us start with the session. Some of you may be joining me for the first time, so there is a brief introduction about myself. My name is Ashutosh. As you can see on the screen, I have 10 plus years of teaching experience, completed MTech from ITBH in 2010, and I have written a couple of books, and these are my areas of expertise, that is power system, electrical machines, electromagnetic field theory, material science, and engineering ethics. This is about the various courses running on the Gradeup platform. If you go for the Gradeup Super subscription, just one subscription which gives you access to Vision 2022 English, Hindi and Vision 2023 Hindi and English batch. This is going to be a long-term course for second year and third year students. It is going to be an ideal course. In all these courses, you will be getting a comprehensive coverage of all your technical and non-technical areas. For example, you will be getting number of hours of live classes, practice questions, mock tests, chapter-wise study notes, everything you are going to get under just one roof, one-stop solution to all your preparation problems, preparation worries. This is the number. If you have any query, any confusion, you can contact this number, and I hope you will be assisted positively. These are the faculties in the electrical department, and similarly, you must be having the panel of faculties in your respective branches also. You can go to the Gradeup app and you can watch your favorite faculty and you can follow them. This is about the 19th June schedule. Okay, so I have forgot to put it on 20th June. Anyways, it's okay, Venkat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Listen. So today I have very limited issues, less issues, but whatever issues I am going to discuss, they are very researched. They are very put in the simple language, and there is a high possibility you will get a question out of this. Let us first talk about the first government program, that is PM SVANidhi. Okay, these type of schemes and programs, they are important where it is not easily possible to make a guess that which particular area this scheme belongs to. So basically, SVANidhi is for street vendors. Let us see what is it all about. This scheme is a central sector scheme. It is fully funded by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs with the following objectives. What are the objectives? To facilitate working capital loan up to 10,000 and to incentivize regular repayment. Third, to reward digital transactions. Can you remember these 3 points? You may get a question on this. What is the first one? 10,000 rupees loan. Second, to promote and motivate for regular payment by giving some incentives. And third is to provide motivation for digital transactions. Are you getting this? What is the basic idea or basic objective of this scheme? The basic idea or objective is that it wants to formalize the street vendors with these objectives and will open up new opportunities to this sector to move up the economic ladder. बात समझ में आ रही है? कहानी क्या है? स्ट्रीट वेंडर कितने लोग जानते हैं? व्हाट इज स्ट्रीट वेंडिंग? स्ट्रीट वेंडर का बेस्ट एग्जांपल एक बड़ी अच्छी सी मैंने फोटोग्राफ आपके लिए निकाल रखी है, और this is the current situation of our economy and the country also, that we are pushed to the margins because of the pandemic situation and so many other issues. Then we have to think about something. What this old man is thinking, nobody knows except this man, but actually the whole nation, everybody is thinking like that. Obviously, you can expect the ESE 2022 in January as per the regular schedule. Yes, chole bhature. Yes, students are also thinking something. Street vendors are also thinking something. Teachers are also thinking something. Business people are also thinking something. Even the people in the government jobs, they are also thinking something. So the whole nation is thinking something. What? Thinking something, don't know. Anyways, what UPSC is going to ask you, let us try to understand. Small Industries Development Bank of India, in short it is called SIDBI. It will be implementation partner with the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs for the scheme administration. Now you can put twinkle twinkle little star, because UPSC asks these kind of statements. Anjali Kumari, good morning, beta. He will ask you, which is the implementation partner with the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs? It is SIDBI. How many people are going to remember that? What SIDBI is going to do? SIDBI will leverage. Leverage means क्या होता है? What is the meaning of leverage? Facilitate. To make something happen. The network of lending institutions, including the SCBs, RRBs, SFBs, cooperative banks, NBFCs, MFIs for the implementation of the scheme. इसमें कोई घबराने की बात नहीं है. शेड्यूल्ड कॉमर्शियल बैंक, रीजनल रूरल बैंक, इस तरीके से बहुत सारे बैंक है. कोऑपरेटिव बैंक, नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंशियल कॉरपोरेशंस, माइक्रो फाइनेंस इंस्टीट्यूशंस. ओके, तो इसमें घबराने की बात नहीं है कि ये क्या है क्या नहीं है, तो ये भी हम डिस्कस कर लेंगे डिटेल में. Now my audio and visual quality, everything is okay. Everybody just tell me now it is okay. Everybody just confirm whether my audio, visual quality, everything is okay now. देखो लाइफ में जब भी आप कुछ बड़ा काम करोगे, whenever you do something big in your life, lot of problems are going to come, and if the problems are coming, you please be happy that you are on the right path. Whatever just happened, there was some electricity issues, so the internet was gone. That is why there was a interruption. Everything big you do, there will be problems, but I hope you are not going to fear from these type of small problems. You are very big player. जैसे कहते हैं ना, ये बड़ा खिलाड़ी है पिंजरे में नहीं रहेगा, तो तुम सब बड़े खिलाड़ी हो, पिंजरे में रहने वाले नहीं हो, और मुझे पता है तुम सब इन छोटी छोटी बातों से परेशान नहीं होते हो. कुछ बच्चे परेशान होते हैं, 4-5 बच्चे चले गए वो छोड़ के, उनको कुछ जरूरी काम था, पढ़ने से ज्यादा जरूरी, अपने कैरियर से ज्यादा जरूरी, तो वो काम करने लगे. Anyways, so you have to focus that what UPSC is going to ask you from various areas. For example, this is 100% UPSC can ask, which is the implementation partner. So you remember it is SIDBI. Then how SIDBI is going to facilitate the lending. Lending means giving money on loan. Then all these banks are going to be involved in that. Regional rural banks, scheduled commercial bank, SFBs, cooperative banks, non-banking financial corporations, microfinance institutions, and so on. The scheme is available for beneficiaries belonging to only those states or union territories who have notified rules and schemes under the Street Vendor Protection of Livelihood and Regulation of Street Vending Act 2014. Are you getting that? Yes? Is it clear? Then, beneficiaries from Meghalaya, which has its own state street vendor act, may however participate. Now see how UPSC can ask you this question. Only one state is explicitly mentioned that is having its own street vendor act. What is that? It is Meghalaya. Can you remember this? Can you remember this? That Meghalaya is the only state which has its own street vending act. But this can also participate. The scheduled commercial banks, regional rural banks, small finance banks, cooperative banks, non-banking finance companies, microfinance institutions, self-help group banks established in some states and union territories, for example, SVANidhi. I don't know whether you remember this or not. SVANidhi already we have discussed. If you see one of my previous video, I have already talked about this SVANidhi. Please see it as part of your homework. You can get a question. The lending institutions will be encouraged to use their network to field functionaries, for example, business correspondents, constituents, agents extensively to ensure maximum coverage of the scheme. Business correspondence क्या होता है ये भी हम पहले डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. You remember? Business correspondence also we have discussed. The state of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana do not have a presence of microfinance institution. However, they have a robust network of self-help groups and their federation which may be utilized to complement the efforts of SCBs, RRBs, SFBs, NBFCs and cooperative banks in mobilizing and generating loan applications for street vendors. For this, these states may devise a suitable incentive mechanism for the self-help group. सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप भी हम एक बार डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. आई डोंट नो आप लोगों को रिमेंबर याद आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है. Now once again, what UPSC wants out of you, let us focus on that. The UPSC wants you to understand what is this town vending committee. You can get a direct question: which of the following statements are true about the town vending committee as per the recent developments for the street vendors? These type of questions you can get. Now, what is this town vending committee? Let us try to understand. The town vending committee plays a very important role in the identification of the beneficiaries. So, if somebody asks you what is the purpose of town vending committee, the town vending committee will identify who are going to get the benefit of these schemes. As provided in the Street Vendors Act 2014, the town vending committee consists of 18 members. Are you getting? How many members? 18 members. How? Number 1, municipal commissioner or chief executive officer of the urban local body as the chairperson. Municipal commissioner, chief executive officer of the urban local body, they will be the chairman. 50% of the members, including the chairperson, representing various local authorities, departments, police, street vendors and traders association. 40% of the members representing street vendors and 10% of the members nominated from NGOs and CBO. What is CBO? It is community based organizations. You can get a direct question on town vending committee. If you want, you can take a photo. If you want, you can write about it in terms of a short note, take a photograph. Now, one thing I want to tell you, meanwhile, the Gradeup has started with the individual faculty Telegram channel. I don't know whether you are aware with this or not. The basic idea is that the students must get the right kind of information about the various classes happening at the Gradeup platform, whether it is YouTube or app. For that purpose, you can join my Telegram channel, that is Electrical by Ashutosh sir. This is my personal Telegram channel on the Gradeup platform. If you follow this Telegram channel, after every class you will be getting the completed class PDFs and some other material, so many things are there. Because people are frequently asking me about where is the PDF, so that is why I am telling you. You may join this Telegram channel and you will be getting the, after the completion of the class, you will be getting the PDFs. So one thing important was town vending committee, from where you can get a direct question, but directly if I would tell you about the town vending committee, you will not get the background. So the background is required and that we have discussed. So I think now if you are going to get a question on a street vending or this scheme, SVANidhi, then you can directly correlate it S to S is street. Okay, street vendors. Microfinancial institutions, what are they? One question you may get from this area. One question. Why I am saying you can get this question from this area? Because of the last 1.5 year pandemic situation, the economic financial fiber of the country has really damaged. The economic and the financial fiber of the country has really damaged. It needs to be rebuilt. To rebuild that, we require microfinancial institutions. Okay, because it is not possible for the poor people to get loans from the institutional methods. There must be some shortcuts. Let us try to understand what are they, what are these microfinancial institutions. A microfinance institution is an organization that offers financial services to the low income population. For example, if you want to, suppose I want to take a loan, so almost every bank will be ready. Yes, I want to give loan to Ashutosh sir. Ashutosh sir want to do something good for the students. He is having a goodwill. But if you go to a bank and you say, I need some loan because I am preparing for engineering services, then he will just make you run from that situation. Okay, I'm just making fun of the situation, not you. So take it lightly. I'm not saying you are poor. Okay, don't think like that. I'm just making it easy for you to understand. Take it objectively. What I'm trying to say, people who are not having that much resources and access to the formal banking system, for those people providing the financial services, we require microfinance institutions. Almost all give loans to their members and many offer insurance, deposit and other services also. Understand one thing very important, that the basic idea of microfinance institution is giving loans. This is the basic idea. Okay, but there may be some exceptions. There may be some institutions, microfinance institution, they may be providing insurance, deposit and other services also. But majorly it is all about giving small loans, short-term loans. Microfinance has a significant role in bridging the gap between the formal financial institution and the rural poor. The microfinance institutions, which is in short called as MFI, it accesses the financial resources from the banks and other mainstream financial institutions and provide financial and support to the poor. Various type of institutions offer microfinance. Now this is important and can be asked by UPSC. Credit unions. What are the institutions which can act as microfinance institutions? Credit union, commercial banks, NGOs, that is non-governmental organizations, cooperatives, sectors of the government bank. The emergence of for-profit MFI is growing. This is very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. In India, these for-profit microfinance institutions are referred to as non-banking financial companies. If you see one of our previous Reserve Bank governor, he was talking very much about these non-banking financial companies to make the marginalized and the poor people access the basic financial services. Are you getting that? The non-government organizations mainly work in the remote rural areas, thereby providing financial services to the persons with no access to banking services. The microfinance institutions accesses financial resources from banks and other. Already we have done it. The emergence of for-profit MFI is growing in India. This is also we have done. Now comes the important thing. This is what UPSC wants. Very, very, very important. The term transformation or the commercialization of a microfinance institution refers to a change in the legal status from unregulated, non-profit or non-governmental organization into a regulated for-profit institution. Extremely important, this can be asked. What do we mean by the transformed microfinance institution or the commercialized microfinance institution? Then this is the category. The regulated transformed organizations differ from the non-profits in that they are held to performance and capital adequacy standards and are supervised by a financial authority, typically the central bank of the country where they are registered. Now one more question can be asked by UPSC. Which is the topmost authority which can regulate the microfinance institutes in India? What is your answer? Tell me in the comment section. You should be very energetic. You should not act like inactive, lethargic person. Okay. You should always be on your toes with 100% energy. Who is going to regulate these microfinance institutions in India? The Reserve Bank of India, the central bank. Yes or no? As said, a transformed MFI also attracts equity investors. Equity investors we have already discussed. The equity investors want to ensure that the values of their investments are maintained or enhanced and elect board members who share a common vision for the new for-profit institution. Among transformed MFIs, various classification of regulated institutions exist, the strict being banks, rural banks, thrift banks, followed by non-bank financial institutions. Different countries have varied names for these regulated MFIs. So friends, today this much we are going to discuss, and I would tell you some